urban heat islands, commonly known as UHI, are often referred to as the metropolitan areas that are significantly warmer than those more rural areas that surround them. This is most often the case due to the urbanization of these areas. With the abundant amount of concrete and other heat-attracting infrastructure in the area, these places can see a spike in temperatures as much as 20 to 30 degrees. Places such as the city of Phoenix, Arizona, experience heat islands. These areas experience these effects due to the fact that there are too many buildings and parking lots and a great lack of any greenery that could potentially cool down the area. These effects can be seen most often in the evenings, as the concrete structures retain much of the heat from the sun during the day, and that heat is given off, ultimately warming the outside temperatures after the sun sets. Even after dark, these areas can experience temperatures that are 10 to 15 degrees warmer than the surrounding areas. The lack of cool temperatures during the evening are one of the most profound effects of these heat islands. As the population grows in these areas, so do the side effects of the heat island. Unfortunately for residents, these spikes in temperature can be extremely problematic.
The urban heat island effect in Phoenix, also known as Maricopa County, has had negative impacts such as an increase in energy and water use, decreased agricultural space, and viability and human comfort, as well as a record number of heat-related deaths. In the state of Arizona, 25% of energy used is to cool buildings and homes. That's compared to the U.S. average of only 6%. In water use, for every degree increase in monthly temperature of Phoenix, the average household uses 290 more gallons of water as well. As shown in the graph, as the population of Phoenix increases, the agricultural space available decreases along with the viability of the land. This is a result of the increasing daytime and nighttime temperatures and durations. On top of the environmental impacts is the decrease in the safety and comfort of the area residents. As temperatures rise, the number of heat-related deaths do as well. From 2015 to 2016, Maricopa County had the greatest growth rate of any county in the United States, adding 22 new residents each and every day. It doesn't come as a surprise that since 2015, the area has had record reports of heat-related deaths, skyrocketing from 84 in 2015 to 81 just last year. With the population of the Phoenix area expected to continue increasing by 5 to 6 million in the next 30 years, these effects are projected to increase in likelihood and severity.
One of the biggest contributors to the urban heat island effect here in the Phoenix area is all of the pavement that we use for our sidewalks and our streets. It's the end of April, it's our first triple-digit temperatures today, and I wanted to do a demonstration on how hot the pavement gets. Like I said, this is the first triple-digit day. We'll have many more of those to come well into the summer when the urban heat island effect is most noticeable to the residents and all of the stakeholders in the area. So I wanted to do a quick scan of the sidewalk in the sunlight, and then I will do one in the shade. And then I will also demonstrate one tonight after the sun has gone down to show that the heat still stays within the cement. So the current reading is 131.7 degrees Fahrenheit. And I will do a quick demonstration in the shaded area showing the importance of having tree canopy to cool the area. So I'm now here in the same park in a more shaded area that has some tree canopy around, and I wanted to show how big of a difference it makes in the shade. So the reading that I'm getting currently in the shaded area is 92.5 degrees Fahrenheit, and that just goes to show that it's about a 40 degrees difference between the shaded areas and the areas that are exposed to the sun all day. So again, just proving how important it is to have shade canopy. This is the reading taken after nightfall on the same day as the previous examples. By 9 p.m. the temperature had only dropped to 91 degrees. Here we have two examples of roofing technologies used in the Phoenix area. On the left, a typical asphalt shingle roof shows a temperature of 166 degrees midday. On the right, we have a membrane cool roof that has a high albedo, which means it repels large amounts of sunlight and consequently heat. The cool roof at the same time of day only has a temperature of 112 degrees. This is more than a 50-degree difference resulting from simply choosing more responsible building materials.
One strategy we can implement in order to mitigate the effects of urban heat island in Phoenix is to plant trees and vegetation. According to the EPA, trees and vegetation are most useful as a mitigation strategy when planted in strategic locations around buildings or to save pavement in parking lots and on streets. Trees and vegetation lower surface and air temperatures by providing shade and through evapotranspiration. Shaded surfaces, for example, may be 20 to 45 degrees cooler than the peak temperatures of unshaded materials. Evapotranspiration, alone or in combination with shading, can help reduce peak summer temperatures by 2 to 9 degrees Fahrenheit. In other words, trees and vegetation provide shade, which can help cool down an area. Plants also exhibit a process called evapotranspiration that can be compared to sweat cooling down a human body. According to NASA, evapotranspiration soaks water into the ground. Some is taken up by plants and some evaporates out of the soil. The plant then transpires some of the water they picked up. This process is known as evapotranspiration and ends up cooling the surface the water escapes from and returns that cooled water to the atmosphere. Green roofs have also been proven to reduce urban heat island effect. The EPA states that green roof temperatures can be 30 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit lower than those of conventional roofs and can reduce citywide ambient temperatures by up to 5 degrees Fahrenheit. In addition, green roofs can reduce building energy use by 0.7% compared to conventional roofs, reducing peak electricity demand and leading to an annual savings of 23 cents per square foot of the roof's surface.